welcome to another episode of Car Vibes. Of course, I am Julie and this is Mandel. Weird. Now we are gonna be talking about Jamaican parenting style. One aspect of their parenting style. No.
Of a belt.
No, we're going to be looking at the proverbs or rather phrases that Jamaican parents, especially mothers, would tell their children. You know, some of them are very comical, I must say, but it's I don't even know what to say. I'm not sure where it comes from, but it works for Jamaicans, alright?
If he's a Jamaican parent, you send a kid for them.
Shush. No, number one on our list, so the title is 7 things Jamaican parents say to scare their children. Scare?
Scare. How scared is it?
Yeah.
Never scared is ever. A parenting style is it?
Scaring your child is one of Jamaican's parenting style.
That's just annoying parents.
No, that's not true. No, number one, if I lick you see blood, right? That is, what you have to say?
That's evil.
What? You ever watch Everybody Hate Chris and hear his mother say, I will knock you into last night? Eh? It's a regular thing for parents, especially females, to threaten their children.
That's different. If me lick you see blood, that's way different. You hear what I'm saying? Nobody never look for me unless me and them a war, right? But they in a fight. But I was say, yo, me bust your face or blah, 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 whatever. Because I know we see blood after that. You hear me? I try to say, my parents never look for me, me lick you see blood. So what now?
Yes, it's the same. If me lick you see blood.
If my parents look for me and say,
or it can be changed up. If I lick you see a pooper, that's if your father had died. And if me lick you see a granny, which your granny had died. Them is literally saying if they hit you.
Wait, my mother didn't tell me, say if you lick you see blood, I pack up my bags and go.
So, the term literally means that they will pound you until you see blood. But they won't actually do it. It's something that they would use to scare their children to, and children meaning the ones that are very stubborn, like Mandel. Very stubborn, right? Them not listen. It's just a threat. I'm gonna lick you see blood.
I was a good kid, but my parents never tell me.
Or if them say,
Me mash up things sometimes.
if me kick you, them would say, you know, you spitting toes through your mouth. Something like that. Jamaicans are always threatening their children so that they behave.
Again, that is abusive. Very, very abusive.
And number 2, now make me spit dry and you know reach back.
Yeah.
I've heard this.
Yeah, but you know say it's right, man. You see, you have American accent.
Wait.
But me spit dry and you know reach back. You know? Me spit dry and you reach back. You have to say it with a strong
Well, Mandel can interpret it in the way it's supposed to. Now, this one is an issue to prevent you from lingering. Mandel tells stories all the time where mother send him go shop and he go everywhere before he reach the shop.
That's the money. Last the paper.
Number 2 is definitely for Mandel.
Yeah, man, I say, last the paper with the instructions and come back home and say, he used to burn me, you know. Me reach at the shop and I forgot to buy and come up the hill. Up the hill, I said, well, I forgot
Guys,
to buy.
so Mandel was one of those children that this saying will most definitely go. Now make me spit dry before you come back.
No.
And Mandela, they go everywhere. Go probably see ball. He might go play the ball. He go see Tom. He go play with Tom. He might see the cat. Him run down the cat. He have a slingshot. He go sling some bird. Then he reach at the shop. When he reach at the shop, no money, no paper, no bag.
I used to go play gun war.
See? You see?
Go play.
Number 2 is for Mandel.
Dog run me, dog bite me. Hey. was a lovely childhood, you know.
Number 2 is definitely for my
Jump off a building. Hey.
Number 3 was something my mother stated all the time to me and my brother. Wait till your father come. Alright, one day I can't say it in the Prater one.
Wait till the father come.
No, the Prater one is wait till the papa come. Wait till the papa come. You know?
I mean themselves.
The country parts where I've come from.
Because father, apart.
Yeah, father, but a lot of people say wait till your papa come. Or
Wait till your daddy come home. Yeah, me hear that.
Yeah, me hear that too. Jamaicans, you know, use that. Mothers tend to, if they stand the logics of it, women are based mainly in the household for caring, right? They are definitely hardcore correctionalists, if I call it. I would say so. But sometimes your child really just need a father figure in their life to enforce the discipline.
Yeah, different type of fathers.
So, yeah, because you have the easy back where they do no discipline whatsoever. In our relationship, I will be most definitely the discipliner, and Mandel will just be the laid-back kind of guy.
No?
Yeah, because Mandel always try experiment. But have a cat and a cat is our son. And him always experiment with the son. I am if you do something, quick forget the little leash. Maybe something. Let him go. Him realize him do something wrong, he will come friend me up. Mandel. You have to piss off Mandel to get Mandel you know so.
Yeah, so I take the route of yo. Me no need for raise my voice off of you. Me no need for speed you. For discipline you. I gotta talk to you. Don't come back and do it over and over again. I gotta talk to you calmly. That's me. I gotta talk to you calmly. See which part, tell you which part I go wrong. You get me? I try to say, explain to you why it's wrong.
Of course, he does not mean the cat.
Yeah, I mean, it can explain to you why you go wrong. Because I feel as if, personally, I don't think shouting out for somebody or beating them make them change their ways without them knowing what they did wrong. They might go fear the fact, say, yo, alright, yo, me now do that again, look, my mother beat me, you know. But why would she beat you? Why did you do that? Explain to me. Because beating me personally as a child wouldn't do nothing for me. Because what I want to know, why am I going to do that? If you beat me again, I go back there.
Mandel is a type of curious person. You know, he will stick his hand in the socket, it shock him, he wonder what happened, put him back his finger in there again to see what really happened.
It happened to me, I tell you, say, growing up as a child, my mother would have beat me for something. I still go back and do it, and she beat me again. But, me I said to you, say, sit down the person, because you know when I stop, I will actually sit down and tell me, say, if you do this, this is going to happen. And this is the reason why I beat you. Just say, this is the reason why I beat. And me never do it again. No.
Alright, so in Mandel's special case, he's extremely special because if I did something wrong and I get a beating for it, hell no. Yeah. I will go back to do it again. No. I don't need you to come to tell me this was wrong. The mere fact me I get lashing means I did something wrong. No. Whether or not I understand what the lashing is for, it simply means say, alright, say for example, I went into the basement. Let's say we have a basement. We went into the basement. And we get catch some in the basement. Right? I'm gonna get a beating feed. You know, catch me back in the basement.
No, next time you sneak and intro something to them. And then we're going to the basement.
No, I'm not. Matter of fact, the beating there that time I said, that's a forbidden place. No go there.
Never.
Me just to the door and pass the door like the door was a straight up wall. Come in there again, a beating again. It must be a man thing because.
No, it's a man thing, trust me.
Me not go there.
You see anything yet?
We not get a beating.
If you beat me for something, and you say, don't do it, without explaining to me why I'm not for it,
I'm sorry. That's how I'm dead faster than Omar.
I'm in a business, even in this day and age. You tell me, say, don't do something, why you don't want to do that? Tell me. Me I go over there. You get me, I say?
Lord God, if I have a child, don't bless me with a son, because guess what? Me not like talk too long.
The thing is,
And you must know right from wrong. You go back because you get beaten every time you saw the beaten enough. But tell you to stop.
no, man, I tell you, because to them it's fear and abusive. It doesn't work. Not for everybody.
And abuse.
You get me? I say, no, don't get me wrong. Sometimes, you know, yeah, as the Bible say, yeah.
The film perspective is different from mine. But I would love to hear what other people say.
You get me? I try to say. Sometimes, yeah, you can tap them pan and come them pan and forward move. And one big come knock you out.
I'm not for thumping or conking. I'm more for pinch. I like to pinch. So
Nah, one come. You know what?
my baby sister can testify to this. Like, she does something wrong. I'm like, what? I talk to her first.
That's the point. Exactly
I would say,
my point.
don't do that.
But your sister is a different breed. Your
Pinch
sister.
her.
Your sister do the same
Afterwards,
thing
if
over
she's
her.
still not behaving, like she'll just out of nowhere start crying. Did you get something to cry? Why are you crying? And she cries without eye water, so you know that she's not crying. Make up nice. So I was like, stop the noise. You're not crying for anything. You're not even crying. Where is the eye water? Listen.
Yeah, I'm gonna believe in a strap beat.
This like a girl who cry without living eye water. She have, and when she ready, when him trouble her about it, she quint her eyes on time till eye water actually a come.
I'm telling you, how it
Smart.
works. And it always work with babies, guys. Always work. Take it from me. When you see baby start ball or a little penny start ball, don't pay them no mind. As in, don't pay them no mind. As in, what do you want? No. Don't do it. Let me tell you what be do. They always work. They say, yo, one, is that I may ignore. I make them go on until them stop. God, they are going to stop. Or two, if me feel the vibes. Me say, yo, I saw your ball. I'm start ball with them, make them feel and every time they go away, I'm go, you get me? I
What
say,
is that?
you get me? I say, so every time they make the ball in sun, I make the ball in sun with them. And then me look, if them yeah dry, I look on you and say, yo, where your water there?
That's exactly
Yeah,
the
me I
same
say-
to my sister. Where you water.
No, it worked because she did stop crying.
Of course, you can stop crying because she should not cry. First of
It
all,
always work.
that don't work with me. All I do is get something to cry.
No, as me I tell you, say, me do it with different kids. You think me just come up with it just so for generation? No, that's something me do over for little babies. When time you see the, especially you see all them little, especially them little one they where can't even hardly talk. They love ball. Sometimes yeah, me I spend time where me just where with them too.
Wait.
No, then they come like a siren. They get me. I say sometimes I just win and make up a face, you know them face. And I say, yo, ball all they want, win. And them stop. Trust me, it never feels to work for me. Never. You get me? I say, I don't need to beat about them, man. And you get me? I say, me don't need to beat a soul. Trust me. Back when I was a skeleton, that's what I learned this, man. You need to be abusive to people. To get them for doing thing. Yeah, I see random people and meet them with that, man. Take it from me. People are
Abusive. Again, what were we talking about?
yeah, the beating. We're straight off of the topic. But I still beat me. You get me? I try, sir. The beating topic. The point is.
No, the point is, if you get people, tell you pin them this. If them a get slapped, it must click in on the common sense part.
No,
This is not something
it
you're
doesn't
supposed to
happen.
do.
It doesn't happen.
Listen to me. If my cat does something, I beat that cat. Say, don't do this anymore.
And then go back go do it.
And him go,
Then go back
which
tell him.
cat? You mean Tika? Tika is a different breed. Tika is wild. Wild, guys. We're not gonna talk about you. We're talking about my cat, my son, Perry.
I'm telling you, the one time I touch Perry, because they get upset. And every time I come with the broom, he runs.
Exactly.
Because I get upset, you know what I'm saying?
No, but Perry don't run from me, and I'm always the one that's inflicting discipline. That what does that tells you?
Perry up in your arms.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
man.
I'm the one that inflicts discipline all the time on Perry. So just imagine, right? Because I will say, go if him do something. This is not acceptable. Whap with the what that name? I use this. Yes, the nail. Is a
Man, just flash the back.
the foam nail file.
Let's flash the back.
Or he's no, I don't like using the bag method. He's terrified of bags.
That me use sometimes.
Mandel use that, but I
Yeah.
know him heart race when him hear the bag of shink up. I don't know what kind of trauma him go through with bag, but I don't use that one.
Actually,
Leaving that
I
aside.
from you. It was from you.
Which bag?
You are the first person to use one back pan them and
He was afraid of the bag before.
And again, you are the first one to use the back
And I never even use the bag pan. I think I'm a shush the bag off of a
right
shush him
beside
and the
each
two of them
other.
around.
Remember.
Next one. Go and go pick your switch, which Mandel was saying earlier.
One for your belt. Can the black one come? The big one too.
I think
That is cruel. So cruel.
my mother used to do that. My father did have this genuine brown leather belt, a genuine brown leather belt, and my father never wore it. I guess it was old. What? My father that belt was old. Like him not use it anymore, so it was just there over the door.
What?
And when somebody does something,
Like a skinny bit.
go for the belt. Go for the stick with time, walk with lovely self, go for the belt and jog with lovely foot, come back as y'all in my lash up, stall the beating. But yes, stall the beating. But it don't really work out that way this time, because you stalling just make them blood boil even more, you get more beaten. Oh, and my mother was the type of mother. You feel I meant nice, but she knows that the beating I get inflicted. You get what I'm trying to say? So if you decide say you turn up and get the beating, you know what I'm saying? More beating, one bag of nice with the
And
beating.
even then she not here though.
She beat you and she make nice, you know? You are really nice to me, so I'm gonna follow me the nice. But you have to make nice, but she stop. Right? But if you don't make nice, she just continue and make nice. Ray, beat up going and she still have it. That was my mother. That was my mother.
No man, I look back here and say, yo, do it again.
Anyways, that was my mother. That was the fun times.
Nobody not stop me, man. I say, it's still hurt. I even though I say, yo, I get beaten back here. It's 1 and 2 times I look a bit.
My mother usually say all out here.
My man, I just look by me and rough me. I say, hey boy!
My mother usually give you a hand.
Shit, you're so funny.
Like back in the day when I used to go to school and teachers were allowed for some reason to beat you with their cane.
Never ever
Hold
a
on to your
teacher
hand. Hold on
do
to
that to me. Never.
My teacher in fourth grade, yeah. She had a cane and she taped it up. What she did was
Guys, I was a
it was for spellings. So if you get a word, she gave you every week she would give you a word to words like 5, 6 of them. So
She gave you a word to
she
word.
would give you words
To word.
to spell, right? And she would give you like 5 or 6 for the weekend, and then by the Monday, bear in mind she would give you that like the Friday, and you have to learn all 7 of them. Or during the weekend, which would be the Friday night, the Saturday, the Sunday, and then Monday in the afternoon. So she'll give you up until the morning, lunch break, and then after lunch is when she would have done her spelling something. She would call you up one by one, and if you depending on which word you stop at, you get beaten for that. So I usually stop at the 3rd word. Don't ask me why. So she would give 7, and I would stop at the 3rd word. That means the other 4 will never get no. So I'm gonna get beaten for 1, 2, 3, 4. And if me ever did stop at 1, because I had one time where I stopped at 1.
What was the point?
I would get 6 unclapping alternatively. It was something.
Again, what was the point of that?
I don't know, it was corporal punishment in schools. Anyways. So
I was a model student, yeah? I ain't for beating fish, nothing. For nothing at all. You get me? I try to say? I got things wrong a lot of times, and I asked my question because I was an inquisitive child.
when the mere fact say you don't go back twice to get shocked from the same something will shock you, I know you're inquisitive.
Yeah.
Next, what sweet nanny goat running belly?
I asked my teacher one time in grade 7, we'll never forget, if sex nice, she write it in her book, the date and everything. And when that teacher retired, I'm a meet her up back at one funeral years later, after I left the school. You hear me? I say, well, we did just left the school, but years later, when we're big now, big man, I told you that guy, university, I meet the teacher. The first thing she said to me, first one she said, Manda, how are you?
The mayor for the teacher remember you based on that. You must know Manda was a terrible child.
She said, how are you? I'm doing great. Do you remember that question? I know. Immediately when she said that, we just smiled. I said, of course, Miss Warren. Miss Warren picked up this. She said, of course. I don't know if the class pop up. She paused the class for about 15 to 20 minutes. Just for taking the question when we asked. We jump up, grade 7, young, what, 11, 12-year-old. We jump up and ask Miss Warren. I said, Miss, I want to know, is sex nice? Virgin.
We were unbeaten, Switcher. You reached for your teacher story.
Yeah, just then I was an inquisitive child. I asked
We
all
all
the
know
questions.
this.
I asked all the questions. Who never inquisitive? That's why teachers like when I ask the question and forget the answer.
She gave spellings over the weekend and I only knew 3 out of the 7. Of course you're gonna get hit.
That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense, man.
But then it was made a lot of sense. You know what happened?
Oh,
Eventually, me did end up learning all of the 7 words. Because after the first 3 weeks of, that was when I just rolled into the class. So after the first 3 weeks of getting my hands slaughtered, I was like, okay, Julie.
I know the beat to make you get it.
What happened?
You get it. You get it over time. Either whether or not them they beat you, did I go get the word?
That's not true. Me would get that. No, it's because I was genuinely afraid of the embarrassment and the beating.
So. You think so? She could have found other ways and means to embarrass you. You never have to be the beaten. I mean, put you in the corner and make your face the one that be embarrassing.
Actually, she did that, but that was not for learning, for not doing homework. That was for fighting in class.
Okay, use that same way. Nothing wrong.
No, that not gonna do nothing.
You think so because that's the way how you go through the things and what me
First of all, where the school that I went to, you getting put to the corner of the class mean that you didn't have to do any schoolwork. So yes, them are go glad in the embarrassment.
But you want, it means that you will never get to do no schoolwork?
Yeah, because you're standing at the back of the class.
You see?
And your head turned to the wall. What kind of work you could be doing?
You're still there to do the work.
Never do no work. I don't recall the students them doing any work. The teacher them to stand at the back of the class and turn them face to the wall. Right? So what? For like another 15 or 20 minutes they're in like that position. That's not an embarrassment. That was a free scapegoat for them not to do the work.
Plus the embarrassment of not being the top 10 because competition used to rise.
First of all, again, the name business but is a primary school I refer to.
A primary school man.
Well, nobody cared about top 10. And obviously they didn't care.
They're not back at bush school.
And that's the point here. They didn't care.
A country school, me go. And we didn't care. And this is older than your time. This is before your time. Me a big old man. Yeah,
Again.
Me a big old man. This is years before your time.
Again.
I'm older than Julie by far.
No, he's not.
By
Again.
Far. By far.
The school just never a school, alright? Next.
School never does clearly.
What sweet nanny goat running belly? You know how long would they on this? Anyways. What it was saying, what is pleasing to you will soon cause grief. That is what it means. Alright. Next. Fowl we feed a yard, no hard for catch. Oh, I know this. So No, my father told the story before. So whenever he did something wrong at home, he would just hide under the cellar or run away, go jump on somebody else's yard and chill and hide out and sneak in back at night. So inside them time there, they would always catch him for beat him time after eat him after come back, come sleep, you understand?
Poison just
anyway. So they would wait until him get hungry or wait until him ready for sleep, then pretend them asleep or whatever, and when him sit down for go eat or go in bed, them start lacing with the beating for whatever.
Yeah, them some of the predatory, you know. Like seriously.
That's what it is. That's what it means.
I think me see that happen one time with me. You know? So
it simply means that you can't run away from the beat. No matter how you say, yeah man, I go over Mastro, go hide. I go over Huey, go make him hold a one lunch or one snack from him until my mother calm down.
This is part of the reason why
come down, shall wait you out.
This is one of the reasons why Jamaicans are so violent. May I tell you, discipline, yes, it works for a lot of way, but one of the biggest factor in our, you know, call it aggressive nature, and anybody will come our way, them can't test we, yo, the man of dead. They get me and say, because they beating them, when we get away, we have to explore it, we have to express it out the door. You get me and try to say some of them something are too much. Don't get me wrong. Do not spoil the child and spare the rat. Sometimes them need to get liquor, you know? Yeah, don't get me wrong. But some of them something too aggressive. That is so predatory. That's like me lay waiting a man for go box to me in my face anytime he cross me. You get me? I say, because kill him anytime he cross me. Legit. Them there's something predatory, man. Money for revisit to the thinking with the parenting thing.
But I'm not doing that anymore. That was back in the day. You see, you realize much wild children are there now.
Look how much wild young adults there. Don't get me wrong. Some people you work for as myself. You get me? I say discipline thing, but so too aggressive as a country, man. That's why we so much killing and aggressive.
To me personally,
Part of the reason. Part of the reason. Small part. Not a big.
Some Jamaican teachings that are no longer being used now help to
Yeah, man. Yeah. Don't
helped.
Yeah.
Now, because of those Jamaican teachings, parenting styles are going out of style. I can't even say what we're going to be saying.
I mean, you know me I say about that too, you know. From the 70s, 80s, Jamaican have rife with crime, you know. You get me? I'm still have crime, wickedly, you know. You get me? Because of our aggressive nature. We are so aggressive. We come from the slave days with the beating thing and just carry it and say, you know what, yo, my opinion I forget beating too, you know, because yo, them man they beat me. Them white man they beat me. You know.
You feel like that them saying?
So what you think a generational thing I continue over the years, you know, years upon hundreds of years, you know. You think, yo, the reason why you think you need to beat your child is because your mother used to beat you.
I hardly get beatings.
The point is still stands.
But if I can count on my 10 fingers how much time I've received a spanking.
You know, get to me, I said the point still stands. The reason why we know, say, yo, you know, somebody if you beat that little youth there, is because that's the way we were brought up.
Yeah, if you do something bad, you get the consequences of it, which is a lashing.
Exactly. And it continues.
It's better that or prison. Or rather, death.
Well, I know. You feel if you understand.
Alright then, Mandel.
You feel if you understand.
What am I fail to understand?
You feel if you understand.
I'm not going to discussion with you right now. We finish this and we can come back to you now. Last, come home before night or Black Heart Man I'll go get you. I've heard this already. It's a different way I've heard it. Back in the day, they used to say that children who stay out at night too late, there's this dopey man always a walk around and take people pitney, you know, they just disappear off of the face of the earth. Of course, it was just a story to scare the kids off going back home, coming home early and not to linger anywhere, come home straight home from school, etc. But it's still something that used to scare the children back in the day. Of course, it scared them up until them reaching a high school. Because when they reach high school, you know, you teach them expertly the folklore and all those, the folklore and all them something. So it only lasted until primary school. Of course, I never grew up hearing this, but I grew up, well, myself, but I've heard about it through history class and stuff. So that's how this one was worked on children. And of course, it never worked on children that lived in the Kingston area. It worked on children that live in the country area where you had to walk miles to get to home, to school, etc. That's how this one works. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to listen to Mandel long debate about this stuff. Bye bye.